has already begun. Sweden is going with and blacks to forward, while Australia is going with 4-4-2 formation. Arnold is their goalkeeper, left back Cutley, right back Carpenter, Hunt and Polkin, centre back Raso, Foot, riding left wing Uni, mid Fowler and forward. In the last 5 games, Sweden won 3 times, Australia won 1 time. The last game, Australia won the match by 4-0. The match has already begun. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel and thank you so much for joining this Sports Live YouTube channel. The official countdown will begin very soon, so please make sure to subscribe to the channel.
And cleared up field by Angledahl. Good touch there by Rolfo, the Real Madrid winger. And now it's Canyard, the Chelsea woman, and that's a foul there on the right hand side by Catley, a little bit too physical there for our Welsh officials' liking. Just getting her body across Canyard. There's Bjorn again. I keep saying it, keep hearing it every time. Now here comes Sweden down that right hand side, ball over the top there, looking for Blackstenius as she stayed on side. She's right at the byline now, could be difficult to get it across, and tried to get a corner out of it but couldn't do so. It looked like a dangerous ball over the top, but it just got a little bit away from Blackstenius, and then she couldn't keep the ball from passing over the goal line. But it's a good run. She splits the two centre halves for Australia. Arnold didn't come, but in the end wasn't needed to, and it's a goal kick to Australia. Arnold, all in pink, will send that one along up to the halfway line. But Sweden recover, and Australia struggling to keep possession of the ball here for long periods. Sweden dominating the ball as we approach the 10-minute mark here at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. Goalless in the FIFA Women's World Cup bronze medal match between the host Australia and Sweden. The Swedes with the majority of possession and have had the best chance so far after just a minute and a half through Stina Blackstenius. Denied a good save by West Ham's Mackenzie Arnold in goal for Australia. And Sweden just happy to knock the ball around at the back.
Onside, we really do need to be mindful of it.
Start working here.
Sweden on top in the possession count early on, 72-28 in their favour. 10 minutes into the match, 0-0 in this third place playoff. The penultimate day of the World Cup. The final tomorrow between Spain and England, kicking off at 8 p.m. Our coverage begins an hour earlier at 7 p.m. Sweden just in their own half, happy to pass it around the back, and there's really not much happening at the moment for Sweden as Ilestads and Eriksson have played about 5 1-2s between each other. Now Eriksson flings it long downfield to Blackstenius, who chests it down and out-muscles Gorry. Feeds in Ralpha on the left flank. Waits a moment, crosses in towards Aslani, and Arnold's positioned herself well, had to twist her body through the air. It was a bit of an awkward catch for Arnold, but there was no bobble. She held it well.
We've seen really, really great decision-making from Mackenzie Arnold in those moments throughout this tournament. The timing on those ones has to be perfect, but again, you can just see she gets herself in the right place at the right time.
Polkinghorne put under the pump. Australia wanting to play it out from the back, and she was forced into an error. Goes out of play. Throw in Sweden. Right sideline. Björn and Conneridge together. Exchange a few short passes. Then Rubinson twisted through midfield and was tagged by Gorry late. Free kick to Sweden. Halfway up inside their attacking half. Sweden.
You can just see Tony Gustafsson then, his call is saying kick it long in those moments. He clearly feels like we are under the pump in the pressure from Sweden, and that last ball back with the mistake from Polkinghorne, he's saying just go long, clear the lines.
A free kick here. Sweden too far out to score directly. It'll be set up and in by Aslani towards the back posts. A little too shallow from Aslani, and an easy defensive header from Carpenter, which she whips out of play. Sweden's throw, left wing. 12 minutes gone. Sweden 0, Australia 0. Anderson floats it into the feet of Ralpha, gives it back to Anderson, and she'll go backwards, way back inside into her own half for her goalkeeper. At least two coaches, Tony Gustafsson, Swedish, Peter Gerhardsson, the Swedish native, coaching his national team. Both have coached big teams in Sweden before. Tony Gustafsson has coached the men's team of Hammarby and has coached, now you know better than me here, Emma, T-Y-R-E-S-O. It looks like Tiraso to me, but do you know how it's pronounced?
Now you're testing me. I actually don't know. But I think you've had a fairly good crack at that, so we'll go with it.
Well, you've played in Sweden before, so you should know.
Yeah, but they're not in the women's league, so I haven't had to pronounce that one. I could have pretended to know, but I felt like it was better, to be honest.
There's Blackstenius. In fact, it's Ralpha. Now she swings it across towards Anderson. Back inside to Ralpha. Sweden have numbers lined up on the edge of the box. Ralpha goes across to the right side, and her ball towards Connerid is too long. Skims off the top of Connerid's head and out for a goal kick. And Peter Gerhardsson has coached the men's team of BK Häcken. Or Hocken. Häcken?
Yeah.
Okay, that one you know.
Yeah, okay. That one I've got. I mean, that still definitely had a very much English Aussie twang on it, but I know on that one that the A is pronounced more as an E.
So you've taught me, since you played in Sweden, you've taught me a fair bit of the vowels of the Swedish language, and to me it seems like it's all over the place.
Yeah, look, it does lack consistency. It's probably partly why I came back with very little knowledge of the language.
The letter A could literally be any vowel.
Yeah, whatever you want it to be.
E sound, an O sound. Yeah.
And then when you add the dots in over the top, it's not easy.
Sweden have a throw in at right back. Peter Gerhardsson's an interesting case study, actually. He spent all of his career as a men's coach. So this is actually one of his first jobs as a women's coach. He placed Pia Sundhage after the 2017 Euros. A lot of people didn't know who he was when he got appointed to this Swedish national team. Katrina Gorry is starting to skirt her way around the Swedish defence, but Illestad throws her foot in late. Australia were hemmed up on the left wing with seemingly no place to go. Gorry wriggled her way around, but then Illestad, a desperate lunging foot, pokes it out of play for a goal kick for Sweden.
It is a little bit more of a positive moment of play, though, there. You can see that we are starting to keep the ball higher up the field, even though we haven't created a lot yet. The ball